Hello, everybody. Wilton Hon over here. Just came back from a conference, and during the panel discussion on stage, somebody asked if you only had $500 a month to spend towards marketing, what's your suggestion? And automatically, since I didn't have a lot of time to think it over, now I have a little more time to think it over, but automatically on stage, the first thing I thought of is if you only had $500 to spend, that's not gonna be enough to really make a huge dent. That's automatic what came to my mind is really leverage free strategies. And still, I would think that is still true though. Now I have a little more time to think it over. So if for me, you only have $500 a month to spend towards marketing, which is a lot of money, by the way, but just these days to really compete head on with some of your compares who have a lot more money to spend, I would actually switch a little bit more towards strategies that's gonna really help you out, not looking very, very long term, right? You can do a lot of branding play, but again, if you only have $500 to spend, most likely you are year one, year two startup, right? You're just trying to get your business going, and the luxury of looking for long term is not gonna be available for you. So on stage, automatically, the first thing I thought of is $500 really should be spent towards offline networking. Really, right? Because referral marketing, once you get it up and running, it will really spoon you, right? Leads, lead flow, referral leads. So if I only have $500 to spend, there's a few things I would do, a few thoughts. First is I would really it's free, by the way, is really sit down, even when you're so busy in the evening, spend an hour or two, really compile a list of your potential referral sources, right? Down to the names, go on LinkedIn, or even with $500, that you just need to get the Sales Navigator on LinkedIn. That's like 99 bucks. With the Sales Navigator, you can really look up the information very, very accurately on LinkedIn. For example, down to let's say you who are the discharge planners, discharge nurses. You can start a compile a list, and that's only I think $100, 99 bucks. And even you don't have a CRM system yet, put in an Excel spreadsheet. Ideally, so that's the first thing I would do, compile a list. Ideally is to get a CRM system. There's a lot of free CRM systems out there, but I would probably spend a little money just get a nice CRM system. And they're not that expensive these days. Um, that way you can dump that list onto uh, your CRM system so you can start to track, remind yourself to call, right, to network with them. So you can see that I really do a lot more boots on the ground. Plus, with that list, now you get to follow them on LinkedIn, get to follow them on Facebook, start to connect with them. And next is I would, and this is where I do agree with Ryan, is now easily you get to shoot videos, right, with your tiny little phone, right? You just gotta get comfortable like what I'm doing now. I don't love it, but right, personal branding videos are very critical. Start answering questions, shoot videos, right? Just FAQ. They don't need to be fancy at all. They don't need to be highly produced. Just open your camera, just answer some questions, right? And then now, once you get that video, you can boost it on Facebook, for example. When you boost, you don't need to spend a lot of money, right? You boost it to that list that you compiled because it's all B2B, right? So easily on Facebook, you get to upload that list onto Facebook. LinkedIn, same thing. So when you are um, trying to distribute a video, obviously you just post it as is. But when you boost it to that crowd. That way, that referral network, that group start to see your content, right? So that's what I would do if I only have $500 to spend. It's not going to be spent on Google ads, right? Spent on running a lot of Facebook ads, all those ad spend. It's really to build out that referral network. That's very, very critical to get your business to flow in. So again, recap, and like $500 to spend. I would first of all really spend the time in the evening to compile a very, very good list. And that list, if you don't know how to get it, is I would just go on LinkedIn, pay for that Sales Navigator, and just go on YouTube, learn how to use Sales Navigator, right? And can really narrow down to who are your potential referral sources that you want to build relationship with, and dump that list into your CRM system. Start to have a very, very good system on how to reach out to them, call them, right? Show up, right? And really start building a network. And then to get their attention beyond boots on the ground, calling them, is you get to do that socially. And that is to record videos and boost it just to get in front of them. And that should do very well. Again, it's not right away you're going to see results, right? But that's something easily that will spoon up very, very well in the first 6 months once you start doing this then. Okay. And when you're boosting, you really don't need to spend a lot of money, right? Because your list is not like huge list. So I will probably say anytime you shoot a video, boost it like $10. That's gonna be great enough then. Okay, so that's what I would do if I had $500 a month. It's not gonna be heavily spending on advertising. It's more trying to figure out how can I spoon up that referral uh, source. Let me know if you have any questions.